Hello, I'm Kyle Florey,
And I'm Jake Moser.
and you're watching Etown News on ECTV 40.
If you have federal student loans, you could be forgiven up to $20,000. But you know how? ECTV 40 reporter Connor Sensenig explains the process.
It's well known that the federal government is forgiving up to $20,000 of student debt per borrower. What's not well known, however, is the process to claim that forgiveness.
Do you know how to claim your debt relief from the recent Joe Biden bill?
No.
I have the link to do it. I don't know specifically though.
Not at all.
The first step is to access studentaid.gov. This is where you'll find your servicer. It's important to find your servicer so you can log into their website to receive information regarding your loans. After that, you just need to wait for an important date.
So the application will be available early October 2022, so in a couple weeks, and then the deadline for students to apply for this relief is December 31st, 2023.
Once that October date arrives, all you need to do is fill out the form on the studentaid.gov website. After that, your loan provider should contact you about eligibility. The relief only applies to loans taken out before June of 2022, so the class of 2026 will not be eligible for debt forgiveness. But for now, the best thing to do,
Go on our financial aid website and see information about it.
so be ready to claim your student debt forgiveness. From ECTV 40, I'm Connor Sensenig.
General elections are in less than 2 months. There's one seat open for the U.S. Senate in PA. The top candidates are Dr. Mahetma Oz for the Republican Party and Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman for the Democratic Party. According to a September CBS News and YouGov poll, Fetterman leads by 5 points among likely PA voters. The election day is November 8th. The last day to register to vote in this election is October 24th. Visit vote.pa.gov to register.
And now for your E-Town sports updates. Women's soccer continued their winning streak last Tuesday, winning 1-0 against Rutgers Camden. That streak has come to an end though. The team took a loss on Saturday against York with a score of 0-2. They hold an overall record of 3-3. Women's soccer plays next Saturday at 4 p.m. against Susquehanna. Men's soccer navigated a tough week, tying 0-0 against Alvernia last Wednesday. They then lost against Kane on Saturday with a score of 1-2. Their overall record sits at 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Men's soccer plays tonight at 7:30 against Messiah at home for the much-anticipated Marshmallow game. Women's field hockey fought hard last Wednesday, winning 3-2 in overtime against Haverford. The team played again on Saturday, but lost 2-4 against Stockton at home. Their overall record is now 3-3. Women's field hockey plays today at 4 p.m. against Eastern.
The women's volleyball team is flying high on a 5-game winning streak. Their overall record is 9-1. The team played their senior game against Marywood last Saturday. They began with recognition of the senior players. The day only got sweeter as the team won the game against Marywood 3-0. Brianna Miller, Courtney Westman, and Gianna Crinnock led in scores. Miller raked in with 13.5 points. Westman scored 10.5, and Crinnock earned 7 points for the team. Brianna Miller is dominating the season with 105 kills and 24 service aces. Emma Bittner takes the title for the most assists in the season with 155. Cambry Helper tops the list for most digs this season with 173. Katie Skaggs leads the way with blocks, sitting at 34. Their next game is tonight at 7 p.m. against Franklin and Marshall at home.
The men's golf team took 5th place last Wednesday at the Elizabethtown College Fall Invitational. They posted a score of 46 over. The team plays tomorrow at the Albright Invitational. The men's and women's cross-country teams competed at the Mainline Invitational in Haverford, PA last Friday. The women's team tied for 3rd place with 104 points, but after a tiebreaker, they ended up taking 4th place. The men's team took 5th place with 140 points. Their next race is next Friday at the Paul Short Run in Bethlehem, PA. Men's and women's tennis launched their athletic season at Penn State Abington last Saturday. The women's team dominated their match with an 8-1 victory. The men's team suffered a loss of 0-9. The teams continued their season with matches on Sunday against Immaculata. The women's tennis team took home another victory with a 6-3 win. The men's team took another loss with a score of 1-6. The women's team sits at 2-0 for their overall record. The men's team at 0-2. The men's team plays again this Saturday at the King's Invitational, and the women's team will play next month. That's all for your Etown sports updates.
The Latinx Hispanic Student Union hosted an event last Friday celebrating the start of Hispanic Heritage Month. Flags of various Latin American countries were hung up in the BSC. President Betty Ryder, LHSU President Sarah Moscoso, and Emily Guevara spoke about the significance of the National Month. Sarah Moscoso shared with us why it's important to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month on Etown campus.
So it's really important for us to celebrate this month so that individuals who are in the Latinx community know that they are seen, heard, and valued, and know that we are standing with them, and that although they don't make up a large population here in Elizabethtown, we are recognizing that this month is very important to them, and we want to make sure that they are celebrated.
To learn what other events are happening on campus for Hispanic Heritage Month, visit news.etown.edu.
Music filled the air on Tuesday during the annual faculty recital. Music faculty members performed in Leffler Chapel at 7:30 p.m. 2 sopranos and 1 baritone singer were accompanied by piano. They sang in both English and French. Just 1 faculty member performed solo. Dr. Justin Bagereau played 3 selections on the piano. The rest of the recital included instrumental group pieces. One was a trio for clarinet, cello, and piano. The other for the flute and piano. The recital was free and open to the public.
Do you feel a chill in the air? OSA is hosting a movie night called The Witching Hour next week. They will be playing the movie Hocus Pocus, followed by Scream. Hot chocolate and s'mores will be available. The movie night begins at 8 p.m. next Thursday on the Dell. So bring your blankets and enjoy a frightful night. Thanks for tuning in to Etown News. I'm Kyle Florey.
And I'm Jake Moser. Have a great week, and remember to
Take flight, Etown.